Hey guys, guess what? We're in winter time, right? 10 below freezing, and it's getting a little
Wow.
bit nippy. This time around, we're gonna go over how to actually make it in winter, right? Because any Yahoo can build a shelter sometime. You only need to protect yourself from the rain, more or less, right? You can survive without heat in the summer, but wintertime gets a little bit more challenging, right? So I'm going to show you how to build a shelter and a few things to think about. And it's going to be progress over time because, for an example, we need snow for that, right? To build a proper shelter for really cold temperatures, right? And well, if you look up countries with schizophrenic weather, you will find a Swedish flag under it for sure. So we're gonna have to have patience, but snow always comes around here, so it's just a matter of time. Okay. And what else? Well, we can start with a few of the basics, right? You need to stay dry, right? And all of your well peripheral dexterity, like that's the tricky word, but anyway, your fingers, your toes, your nose, your ears, those are the places where you start to get frostbite, right? If you get it. And there's a really simple reason for that, because once it gets cold and you get cold, the body starts to shut down parts of your body that you can live without, survive without. It is a little bit, I don't know, special. It's a special solution, but the body wants to survive, and that's the end game, because you can live without a finger. That is it. And to stay warm, right? I work without gloves today. It's 10 below freezing. As soon as I get cold, I shove it down the lining of my pants, warm myself against my stomach. It's a temporary discomfort, but the relief from your fingers getting warm again will balance that out. I promise you. And well, you have a few points on your body where you need to, well, what you should know about. The armpits, the groin, and well, of course, under your sack and in your lining, right? Your waist lining, those are good places to put your fingers, because you have s- well, you have blood pumping there in the area which is fairly close to the surface of your skin, right? They are places where the body give off heat in the summer. I mean, you can think about the places where you start to sweat during the summer, right? And use those places to warm your hands. It's as simple as that. And well, your toes, they're a little bit more difficult to, reach around, but you can put them where you're at the back of your knee or something like that, or just use your hands, warm your hands first to warm your feet later, right? The most important part is where if you were to get really, really cold, right? Frozen, super frozen, right? It's not really good to get too close to heat source. You need to thaw up slowly, because your body can get a shock from the fluctuation between having really, really cold blood. And when it gets cold, it kind of slows down circulation in some places of the body, and when you instantly heat it up, it lets the blood flow again, and that way you get really cold blood towards your heart, and that's not good. So slow heating, use blankets, and as soon as you get wet, you take it off right away. You dry off the moisture, right? Because the moisture is what freezes over. It's pretty simple. Same thing goes for, it's really common to blow in your hands, right? But your breath contains moisture. So what you're doing is you add moisture to your surface of the hands and maybe your gloves or whatever, right? That is gonna also freeze over. That's right. So there's a few things to think about, but it is really not that difficult once you get a hang of it, right? So we're gonna go over it, and by the time we're done, it's not really gonna be a problem to do it, okay? So see you soon, guys. So if you like the content, share, like, subscribe, maybe not in that order, but you know the thing, you know the drill, right? I mean, you've been around for a while, so yeah, and see you later.